Yo, what's up guys? We're back with another video. It's been a little bit since I've done a little sit down video like this. I've been doing a lot of the shorts and the Japanese binder collection videos. But this past weekend, I went to EC3 Con on Saturday and walked around. And then yesterday, I went to the Capital Region card show in Albany, and I bought a ton of stuff. I traded in a bunch of stuff and, just kind of needed to move some inventory that had been a little stagnant for me. And so I figured, since I won't get around to individually posting a bunch of this stuff, I'd do a little video and show you guys what I picked up over the weekend. Yeah, let's check it out. So, a couple little, you'll see with this stack and with all the stuff that I bought, my buys this weekend were very vintage heavy. So nothing too crazy for some of these to start with. Some reverses, some not even hollow, some non-hollows, some black, some diamond stuff. This Sable Eye is super sick. I love this art. This one's damaged, and I was thinking about maybe sending it in for a one. I don't know if I would even get my money back out of it, but it's just cool, and I feel like somebody would appreciate it slabbed. But yeah, lots of sort of in this first stack, it's just like a lot of binder restock stuff. At Western Mass card shows last weekend, I got my vintage binder got absolutely destroyed. Nice little for alligator with a nice swirl there. Might have to consider keeping that one. If you know, you know. The classic Snorlax. Zoomeril. Dark Houndoom with a swirl just a little too far out of frame for me to want to keep it. Exploud. Blastoise from Secret Wonders, Omastar Delta, Absol, Slacking, Camerupt. Yeah, so to be honest, on for EC3 Con, I did make one big vintage purchase as far as like binder singles, but I was focused a lot more on like higher end stuff for that show. And then yesterday at Capital Region, I really cranked up sort of my vintage binder buys here. So it's nice Charmeleon from Delta, Crystal the Guardians, Graveler LC, Reverse, Pikachu, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Latias, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, a Legend card. I think this one's damaged, but they hide damage pretty well. It's got a crease or two in there. Another couple crystal reverses. The Ivysaur, I love this art. Yeah, the shows over the weekend, though, they were great. My first time attending EC3. It was a great show. Had a blast. Saw a bunch of people I know. And yesterday at Capital Region Card Show, that was also my first time attending that show. So that was a good show. Got some really good deals from some vendors. Saw a few people that I know. Did some deals with people I know. All that good stuff. Nice Goldeen, Deoxys Reverse. Lapras, Wobbuffet, Skitty Reverse. Seadra Dragon, Frontiers Reverse, Bulba, Sudowoodo, Haunter, Base 2 Zapdos, Dark Magneton, Dark Octillery, Donphin Prime, Base Niddo, Legend Maker Omastar Reverse, Giovanni's Machamp, Dark Machamp, little Dusclop from Sandstorm, I think. Another announcement, so you guys know, so this is going to be the last week that I'll be walking around for a little bit here, because over the next something like 6 weeks, I have shows booked every single weekend. This coming weekend, I will be at the Truck Bar Show in New Britain, Connecticut. That's Hard Hittin card shows. That show, last time I did it, was a blast. The venue is really cool. So see me there. Then after that, it's going to be the Pokemon Outlet in Lee for 2 days. That's the 28th and the 1st. Then PokeaCon in Seekonk, Mass. That's March 8th. And then Gone Broke Con on the 14th and 15th in Springfield. That's going to be a big show. I walked that one last year. It was a really good show. And yeah, that's all I'll reveal for now. I will be doing at least 1 or 2 more shows at the end of the month as well. So, I'll keep you posted on those, but it's going to be a busy next month for me. Hope to see you guys at some shows. Now, I've got a little stack here of stuff that I'm actually going to be sending out to grade. If you know me, that does not necessarily mean that these are PSA 10 candidates. And in fact, these are all going to go for PSA 1s. So first, I actually have 2 Magmar EXs. Yeah, I mean, these are not the most expensive, but Silver Border EXs are cool cards. They look great. They display great. And, you know, I think I will move these faster as PSA 1s than I will as damaged copies. Yeah, so I'm going to send them out, see how it goes. You know, I might be doubling the PSA 1 population here, but that's okay. So yeah, those are going to go out. Nothing too crazy there. This one's pretty crazy though. Got a McDonald's Larvitar here, the burger tar. Nice swirl right in front of it. That one's going to go out. That should be a sweet one. Pretty low pop. I love this card. I had a PSA 9 that was in my sort of PC, and I brought it to Western Mass card shows and ended up selling it as part of a big deal. So I don't know. Maybe I will end up keeping the one. Probably not. I think I will just end up buying a 10 at some point, but we'll see. But yeah, psyched on that one. Then we've got the nice Delta Species Charizard here. This one has kind of hard to pick up on camera. There's a big crease that runs up this way. Got this one from my man's Genis D TCG. Go check him out on Instagram or at literally any of the shows around. He does shows every weekend, so. But yeah, that'll be a, doesn't look too bad, but there's a fat crease up it, so we'll see. Then we've got the Level X Snorlax. This one's pretty beat up as well. I'm going to save that one and not reveal it like I did this one. This one's like HP. The back's not too bad. It's got some gunk around it. I don't know. That'll end up being a 1. Love this card. That one will do well as a 1. Somebody will definitely want that. And then this is the big one that I got. This is a damaged Rocket Snorlax. First time owning this card. It's got a nice fat swirl up at the top there too. That'll be a sweet PSA 1 for sure. But yeah, excited on that. I think I'm going to send these out in the next day or 2 here and get them so I can get them back as quickly as possible. Of course, that means like 3 to 4 months, but such is PSA Submission World. No comment here. I'll save that for another video. I do want to talk about that at some point, but a little much to get into in this video. All right, now let's get into some of the case singles restock. Flygon EX, beautiful hair across, near mint, fat swirl. That one's awesome. Somebody's going to want that. Got the Japanese exclusive hollow Aerodactyl from Neo Rev, near mint. I've got a couple more of these legend cards in this stack as well. The Darkrai Cresselia, bottom half. Got a Unseen Forces Feraligatr. Very cool. The Gold Star Feraligatr. Dark Feraligatr. This one's not in the greatest shape, but still very cool. Lucario level X. Nice swirl hiding there in the middle. Little Togepi from Team Rocket Returns. These reverses are so sick. The Golurk here, the gold Golurk. Sick. The Palkia Dialga legend, that's the top half. Then we've got the Suicune and Raikou, bottom half. That one's actually in pretty nice shape. The other ones are a little beat up, but not too bad. The Alf Lithograth, and that is the number 2 in that series. Got a nice Groudon EX. Shout out my guy Matty Pulls. Bought a big lot of stuff off him yesterday. Got some cool stuff, including this Groudon, the Legends, the Lithograth. If you're in Albany to Springfield area, he's at a lot of shows. Good guy. Solid deals. Got the classic, the Ancient Mew. Nice swirl there. This one is actually like in really nice shape. I should probably take a closer look at grading it because the centering seems pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. And the surface is pretty good. I did not really notice any scratching when I took a look at it. So I'll probably take a closer look at that before I send it out. I don't think it would 10, but even if it got a 9, I'm pretty sure there's a premium there. So might have to look into that. Second half of our stack here. Here we get into some heat. The nice Neo file Charizard. Swirl down there in the text box. Love that card. Got a Bruno Steelix from Versus. Pretty nice shape. Probably like LP minus on this one. I think I've already probably got a buyer lined up for this one. So might not be available at the table at my next shows, but we'll see. Nice first edition Moltres in pretty nice shape. Here we go. The Fossil Gengar. This is a near mint copy. Really nice looking copy. Got a little half swirl down here. We've got the Delta Gyarados. I love this card. One of my favorite Gyarados arts all time. Also LP condition. Pretty nice copy. Oh, I love this card. The Tentacruel. Really nice shape. This has got to be the best Tentacruel art, period. I mean, it's sick. So love that card. Got the OG Moon Kitty, the Moonbreon, with a swirl on the tail there. I was considering sticking this one in the binder, but I think I'm going to hold off and wait for a slightly better swirl placement. I want it there, you know? I mean, We'll see. I don't think this one's gonna go in the binder though, but we'll see. It is really nice. It's in nice shape. It's like LP and it's a great binder copy. The front is really clean, but always a good card. We've got one random modern card here, but that I got that in as part of a trade deal, and it was I actually never get this 151 IR traded into me for whatever reason. So figured I'd pick one up. We've got the CD Blastoise. Near mint copy too. Um, yeah, really nice shape, classic art. Always like having these raw available in the case. We've got the reverse Dark Tyranitar from Team Rocket Returns. This is also in near mint condition. Was pretty psyched to pick one of these up. I've never owned this card. These Team Rocket reverses are just like, they go crazy. Then, oof, we're really heating up. So now we've got the Gyarados EX here. Nice swirl up at the top there. Another nice swirl over here. Just a little bit of one at the top corner there. Not quite a four swirler, but it's, and this is also in near mint condition. I really do need to take a deeper look at this one and see if it's worth grading. I think for sure it would get an 8 and it might get a 9. So I've got to kind of decide whether it's worth waiting 3 months to sell to make, if it hit a 9, I would make, if I thought it was going to hit a 9 for sure, I would definitely grade it. But if it hits the 8, I would probably just be kind of out 3 months for not that much. It's not like I would lose money, but I really wouldn't profit much, and I would just be losing 3 months worth of inventory that I could be flipping through. So I'll have to take a closer look at that one and decide what I'm going to do, but it's a super clean copy. One of the coolest Gyarados arts for sure. Then we've got another Gengar here, classic. Sabrina's Gengar, the banned one. And this one is near mint. So I picked up a lot of clean vintage this weekend and really tried to focus on singles for the most part. You'll see in a second here, I did pick up a few slabs. But vintage singles for me is just kind of like my bread and butter. That's what I like to deal in. That's what I like to sell. And it's what a lot of my customers, my return customers, come to me for. So, sorry, just getting a swig of coffee here. It's about 7 a.m. I'm doing this before I head out to work. So, gotta recharge the batteries here. But yeah, know your customers, guys. That's a huge thing that I think a lot of people overlook. They just do what they think is the next hot thing. And your specific customers may not be people that are looking for the next hot thing. They might be, just cultivate your customer base, and it helps if you're really interested in what you sell. I love vintage. I love Japanese vintage. I love oddities and hard to find stuff, and specifically clean stuff, and sometimes damaged stuff too, because I have customers that come to me for PSA 1s and stuff that, they want to send in for PSA 1s. Sometimes I'll sell, damaged cards and be like, yeah, I could send this in, but you can send it in, We do, vendors do that occasionally. I don't always, but sometimes. So yeah, just get to know your customer base and care about what you're selling, and you'll do a lot better. Couple more here. We've got the Shining Carp. I had a couple of these in slabs for a while, and had the Shining Gyarados double hollow as well. And all of those in the past month have sold or been traded away. So I was kind of hunting another shiny carp because I just love having these in my case. They're very high demand for these. And in my opinion, still undervalued. So we'll see if that's correct or not. But love that card. This is a nice clean copy. Not near mint, but LP plus probably. A little bit of white down there, a little bit of white up here, but otherwise pretty nice shape here. So, yep, love that. And then got a nice Blaine's Charizard. This one's more like moderate play, but these have been kind of going up pretty quickly in value over the last few months, as a lot of vintage, in my opinion, is on track to do this year. That's my speculation for the year. That's why I am leaning so heavy into vintage. It's what I like dealing in. In my opinion, a lot of it's still undervalued, and yeah, I just think it's a good time to be buying vintage. So if you want to be buying vintage, come see me at any of my shows. I've got a lot, as you can probably tell if you don't already know. Let's get into the slab. So I got this one slab. This will probably get cracked out, and I'll just sell as a single, as like an LP copy. It's actually pretty clean. There was just like one like surface imperfection that was like why this got a 5, and then there's like whitening on the back a little bit. Nothing crazy. It's probably honestly like it's a pretty strong 5 because the front is really nice. And it's got a nice swirl. Skyridge is Skyridge, so got that one. Then we've got a little pair of awesome cards from Team Magma, Team Aqua. I'm kind of a Gen 3 guy. I'm first 3 gens guy, but I spent a lot of time playing Sapphire as a kid. And so these are very nostalgic to me. Swampert line, Mudkip Swampert line is probably my favorite Pokemon line, period. So I did post these already. I threw up some pictures. If I end up getting a Blaziken in an 8, I may just keep this as a set. We'll see. But for now, these will be for sale. I love them. They look great in these graded guard here. This is Dragon Scale, but yeah, love these cards. They look great. Got a nice deal on them. Here's a big one that I'm super psyched on. I got a nice deal on this. Swirled up Dark Blastoise from Web, the Web set. Fat swirl right here. And this one has, as you'll notice, it has really nice subgrades here. 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, 10 on the corners. The front looks like it might just be just a tad top heavy, but probably not. Probably still within allowance. The back looks really good as well. It's got like one little, probably hard to see, one little thing there on the top edge. I've got to get it under a magnifying glass and see if that's something I think I could rub off or not, because I am contemplating trying to cross grade this to a PSA 10. I think it'll just be available at shows for now, but I am contemplating it. Even a PSA 9 has obviously more sales data, so a PSA 9 might be easier to move, and I'm not sure I'm going to get any sort of premium for the 9.5, but I will probably try to get a slight premium over PSA 9 on this one because the subgrades are really solid. So, I think we might give that a go. I'll have it available for sale for a few shows at least before I decide whether or not I'm going to roll the dice and send it in myself. But love this card. These are like the web series cards are some of my like real chases over time here. It's not going to be anything immediate, but eventually I would really like to have a set of these either graded or maybe not. We'll see. But just really cool to own such a nice copy of this card right now. So psyched on that. Now we get into some more cool stuff. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just do them. Picked up a nice Shining Raichu in an 8. Really nice copy. Got that as part of a trade. Or no. Actually, I just bought this. I bought this and the next slab you're about to see as a package deal at EC3 Con. I didn't get like a crazy deal on them, but these are like super desirable, and I like to have some like chase cards in my slab case. If you see me at upcoming shows, you will notice that I have added more cases to my table, and there's going to be more singles inventory than usual, and soon enough there will probably be more slabs inventory, more sort of expensive pack inventory. Trying to upgrade that sort of stuff a little bit here. So, but this is a really nice copy of Shining Raichu. Psyched on that. This one, oh man, this one is so sick. The Misaki promo Machamp Japanese vending series. So this was one of the ones that you had to send in, like the Machop, and they would send you back this. This one's got a nice little swirl hiding behind him. But really clean copy. The Misaki arts are just like, they go so hard. They're some of the best arts. And yeah, just really excited to own one of these. Honestly, I've never owned one of these before. I tried to buy an Omastar at EC3 Con as well, but the vendor wanted well over the last sale and was firm on his price, which, hey, it's rare stuff. I get it, but I couldn't justify paying $200 over last sale. So that didn't work out. But that was an 8, an Omastar and an 8 as well. I thought it would have been real cool to have a couple of them in the same grade. But for now, this is a very cool pickup. Really psyched on that one. And not last but not least, this is a PC pickup for me. This will not be available for sale, but I've got the Japanese base set booster pack. I've been searching around for one of these for a while. I got a really good deal on this one. Nothing to complain about at all. Nice clean pack too, like no damage or anything. And I'm now only one pack away. I need Challenge from the Darkness, and I will have a full set of the original sets, pack art, all the packs from the original sets. And then I, at some point, will be venturing into Neo, but not right now. But yeah, really psyched on this. This is going right up on the display. And yeah, a very successful weekend. I had a blast. Thanks to everybody I did a deal with at EC3 and at Capital Region Card Show. Great time. I may leave a weekend open later next month to do some more walking around because I really do enjoy walking at card shows. Anyway, guys, if you watched the whole video, I really appreciate it. I hope to see some of you guys at upcoming shows, and thanks for all the support. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good week. Later.